Alright, so first thoughts video ever. I didn't even know how to do this or what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna edit this. I'm just gonna get my points across and we'll have a discussion about like the game in the comments or on my Twitter if you guys want to. But shout out to my boy Rifton for like saying I should do this so he would watch it, because like I didn't even think I would do this, so shout out to you, bruh. But I got a couple points. Let's just get into it. So before I really get into this, this video will contain spoilers. This is a thoughts video of the whole game. So if you're still playing it and you don't want to get spoiled, leave right now. Right now. Bye. But for the people who have already finished it and still want to discuss it, the first point that everybody talks about is Joel's death being dumb. And I put quotes around dumb because I honestly don't think the death and the way that it happened was dumb at all. Some people's arguments were when Abby discovered Joel and Tommy should have used code names as to not give away who they really are, because that's the thing that let Abby know that, yo, these are the boys, we're here, this is who we were looking for. I'm under the assumption and like the logic reasoning behind it is it's been 4 years since the things that happened from the first game. 4 years. The Fireflies stopped being a big thing. They literally were only down to 200 people by the end of the game. So at the beginning of the game, Fireflies were pretty much non-existent. So Joel is under the impression that he's good to go. Like, he's in the clear. I don't have to hide who I am no more. I mean, yeah, I murdered a bunch of innocent people who were trying to do good, but that was 4 years ago. I've been living perfectly fine. I found these group of people. Why not tell them what my name is? And it just did not end up how it should have ended up, obviously. Joel died, and Ellie saw the death happen literally live. And I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I didn't hate it at all. Let me know what y'all think about Joel's death in the comments. But we're gonna move on to another part. Okay, so for now we're gonna discuss Abby and her role in the story pretty much. First off, Abby for me almost ruined the game. Completely almost ruined the game for me. Straight up, there was just too much filler. And it was, now that I've beaten the game, I can think back and now I know for a fact most of Abby's story was not necessary. It's literally just there to pad on gamer hours. So you can say it took me 20 so hours to beat the game, when normally somebody telling this story could have left out a big chunk of Abby's story, like a big chunk. Now, I do very, very, very much appreciate her story in general. I love the fact that they pretty much wrote the other side of part 1 into part 2. Like, we get to meet her father, nice guy, you know, saves a zebra in the woods, you know. Who wouldn't save a zebra in the woods, man? Nice guy, you know, you don't want to see him get shot down. But, you know, Joel eventually does do that to save Ellie. So I like what they're doing. I like it. It's just, it was too much. It was too much. One part that was just so obviously clear filler was the part where you're on the crane with Lev and you guys are about to get to the other side of the crane, you know, and then you guys just fall down. And now you have to spend another how many hours just to get back up to where the crane would have dropped you off perfectly fine on. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. And then another thing, you're playing as Abby. So it's just more padding on that I don't need to play. I don't need to get through this building to get to the rooftop when the crane would have dropped me off perfectly where I needed to be. Like, you're just literally adding on filler episodes. Like, think of an anime. You know what a filler is when you can take it out and the story completely goes on just fine without it. And that's what a lot of Abby's gameplay felt like. And it almost killed the game for me, man. Like, it started to feel like work to get through Abby's stuff. And I just really hope that, you know, a lot of people can get through it, because like on the other side of Abby's filler is some good content. Some good content. And we're going to get to that. But let me know what y'all think about Abby's story. It's just, I don't know, man. It almost killed the game for me. But I fought through it. This was a crazy moment too. But yo, moving on, we're gonna talk about some flashbacks. Okay, so now we'll discuss some of the flashbacks that we were given in The Last of Us 2. I wasn't at first going to discuss the flashbacks, but a couple people from the stream made some points, so I figured I'll bring it up. Like I said previously in the Abby section, I loved Abby's flashbacks. They made us care about Abby as a person rather than just her being the revenge seeker. You know, she was a nice daughter to a dope father that, you know, was slain down by Joel, and it made us care about her story more than what we were given. The flashbacks gave us substance. It gave us actual content. Ellie's flashbacks, I was lost through some of them, especially this one right here when they took the trip to the museum. Maybe somebody in the comment section can explain the reasoning for this. My reasoning was they're just trying to put more padding onto their relationship and just adding more hours to the gameplay. That's literally all I feel. I didn't get anything from this flashback, and like most of Ellie's flashbacks didn't really give me much. But maybe you guys will know much. I didn't get much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing long about the flashbacks. I enjoyed Abby's. Ellie's felt more just like padding. So we finally get past all of Abby's filler. We get past all of the story, and we're at the end. And man, I thought the ending was great. I wouldn't say it made up completely for what, you know, we were given in the middle of the game, but it definitely was worth getting to the end. It was worth it, and I'm thankful that I made it to the end, and I hope everybody else did too. I didn't want any of them to die. It made me feel like the Naruto versus Sasuke battle, where you just don't want any of them to kill each other because you've grown to love them both in a way. Like, I care about Abby. Of course I cared about Ellie, but I didn't want Ellie to kill Abby. I didn't want Abby to kill Ellie. I wanted it to be a nice, peaceful ending, and I kind of got that, but it was just done in such a great way that it made me feel. I loved it. Now after the fact, when, you know, you get back to Dina and she's not there no more, that hurt. I didn't cry this game, but that part really hurt. A lot of people were upset because they didn't get the correct closure. Like, they don't really know what happened to Dina and the baby. Most likely, I'm assuming she went back to Jackson, because there was a note on the table that said, if y'all ever need something, you can always come back to Jackson. So that's what I'm assuming. That's what the gamers should assume. And maybe Ellie's gonna follow her to Jackson, and, you know, they'll meet back up in Jackson. I don't know exactly, but I thought the ending was great, was worth it. Let me know what y'all think in the chat or the comments below. And I just might as well just give my overall take of the game. Out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 7. And a 7 is actually pretty good if you think about it. It could easily have been a 9, and definitely even a 10 if they could have fixed some of the bugs. A couple of the NPCs you come across, or the enemies, they're not the smartest, and you know, that could have been done with a little more polishing. But it just, some of the interactions weren't the cleanest interactions. And of course, you know, just straight up filler was given to us. And that's just, you can't really have a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 when you can take a good 10-hour chunk out this game and nothing will change. You will still know exactly what happened if you take out that 10 hours. That's just uncalled for. You got to do better if you're a writer. We know fillers are a thing in movies and shows, but in video games do not need filler. That's my opinion. But let me know what y'all think, what y'all gave this game a 1 out of 10 in the comments, and we'll have some more discussions in the chat. And I appreciate y'all watching. This is my first time ever doing this. This is probably going to be really awkward for you guys to watch. It's really awkward for me to make, but hopefully if you guys like it, I'll do some more. But yeah, this is my first ever one, and thank you. Appreciate you.